Everybody, it's your boy Percy Robinson, and
I'm Brittany D, also known as Dr. Fashion.
I was gonna get to mine as far as
Okay, you took too long.
I was gonna talk about
You took too
my
long.
accolades
Oh, I'm
too.
sorry, you took too long.
I mean, this is Dr. Fashion. I mean, everyone knows who Dr. Fashion
Dr.
is.
Fashion, baby, you took too long. Do-do-do.
When you gonna let that one go? Like, you ain't ever gonna let that one go. But anyways, your boy Percy Robinson, owner, operator of Rob Media and Diabeast Kitchen on YouTube. So check your boy out.
Yes.
Yes.
And then I got my Dr. Fashion channel, all things DIY and crafting, and you can find me on all platforms.
And when I say she be crafting, like, she be crafting like hours and hours in the crafting store.
I could do this for hours.
Oh
and
my,
hours,
oh my
and
God.
hours.
This is a family show, okay? Like, you need to get it together.
We got a song for everything.
I know, right? So, I think the reason why I wanted to talk to you, this was a long conversation waiting to happen.
Long overdue.
Long overdue. And I want to talk about this content creation game. You know, I want to talk about people that think they're content creators and are not.
Oh.
You know,
Oh.
or could anyone be a content creator? I want to start off with that. Could anyone be a content creator?
No, just you know what? Things have changed since the pandemic, so I think everybody assume they're a content creator because there's really what are the real rules if you're qualified? There are some countries where you have to qualify to be a content creator. I think that should be a thing in the U.S., but it's other countries outside of the U.S. where they have actual certificates. I think we need that because this is just ridiculous.
I think you're right. I think we're in a country to where everyone wants a participation trophy.
Yeah.
You know, everybody wants to be a content creator, but they don't know the ins and outs about being a content creator. Now, you run Creator Lyfe, right? And you're very successful at it. And I should give you your flowers now.
Thank you. What are they?
Here's my imaginary flowers. But you run Creator Lyfe, and the good thing about Creator Lyfe is you have a membership of people that come to get the information they need to be a successful brand.
Okay, throwing out the B word. Yes, that's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. So can you tell me the difference between someone that's getting in the business, being a content creator, and becoming a brand?
So I mean, being a content creator is really just you being a part of the creation process, you know, the editing, the filming, all those cool things. But being a brand is where you're creating an entity where people know you for. It could be part of your identity around your looks or the things that you do and you're known for. So, you know, really I'm helping creators kind of shift that mindset from just creator to CEO. And that's why we have so many successful people in our community, because not a lot of creators are talking about how to build a business. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
One story I found that was fascinating. I don't want to name drop, but I kind of had to drop his name. So, Dr. Nas.
Oh, yes.
Now, he was hard-headed just like I am.
Yeah, y'all twinsies.
Yeah. And it's not that I didn't want to listen to her. You know what I mean? It's not that I didn't want to listen to her. It was just when you got a whole bunch of stuff going on, I get it. But you turned his channel, and he was an engineer. Mm-hmm. And I would assume engineers making six figures a year.
Yeah, he was, comfortably.
So where is he at now?
Yeah, so just on YouTube alone, when I met him, he was only making $100 or less per month. And he already had 1 million followers on TikTok, which is crazy. So the money on TikTok was up and down. Sometimes they'll put your money on hold and don't tell you why. It's just too much going on. But at least with YouTube, they've been very consistent with paying out creators. Mm-hmm. And we went from $100 a month, which was roughly about $1,200 a year, to about $250,000 in a year on YouTube.
Can you say that one more time?
$250,000 on YouTube.
I mean, that's big money.
It is, and that's just YouTube. It doesn't include his income from TikTok, which he's bringing in about $10,000 monthly, and then he also have his Facebook and Instagram and stuff like that, and Snapchat. He have a Snapchat show.
So would you say, knowing that story, would you say, like, and this is for people that are just starting off with the content creation game, because I know a lot of people that are just starting off and they're just like, they have this idea. Would you say it's more strategy than just throwing up, videos?
Spaghetti at the wall.
Yeah, spaghetti at the wall, hoping it sticks.
Yeah, I think back in the days where we didn't have titles like influencer and we were still trying to figure out social media, you could just throw spaghetti at the wall and go viral because there wasn't a lot of people creating content. And that's one thing I hate when people say is like they try to compare content creation to a loaf of bread at the store. Everybody don't get to be on a shelf. So it's just like with content creation, anybody can pick up their phone and then be on that platform as a creator. But I do think nowadays, because we have millions of content creators, strategy is important.
No, I definitely dig that. I mean, you actually gave me some advice, and and I stuck with it.
Yeah.
So, long story short, me and Brittany, we're like this. We're like family. You know what I mean? We go back and forth. We banter. We have a good time. But she always has my best interest at heart. So back in the day when I got a Kuvings juicer, she was like, "You need to get an affiliate link and all that other stuff, right?"
Things, yeah.
And then you told me to basically have a strategy. You told me to be more, transparent, storytelling, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
So I made a pivot, and I used to, go on, and I'm like, "Hey everybody, it's Percy Robinson, and welcome to Diabeast Kitchen," right? But when I pivoted and I told my story on like how this particular juicer saved my life and helped me out and helped me lose this weight, that's when everyone started to buy.
Crazy amount of juicers, and they're not cheap, so
at all. And
oh my God.
I couldn't buy. I couldn't sell a $10 ebook that I was selling.
That's
but these
crazy
people,
when you think about it.
Exactly. And people were buying a $700 juicer. Just like that, just by the story.
Yep.
Because I feel you have to be, what I've learned is you have to be relatable.
Yeah.
You had mentioned something to me and it stuck by me. And I say this to all the people that I coach and I talk to, right? If you have a brick and mortar and if you don't show up, why do you expect anyone else to show up?
I love that you remember that.
Oh, I keep that in my back pocket every single day.
I love that you remember that. That's a good one.
So can you tell us kind of the meaning behind that?
Yeah, so kind of like when you think of your mom and pop shops and the businesses in your local community, they have their operating hours. And with content creation, there's a lot of people who think they could just show up when they feel like it and expect us to show up for you. We don't even know when you're going to show up. So we're looking for other people. There's millions of other people who are in your industry, so why should we stick around for you? So I always suggest that creators kind of operate online like a brick and mortar. Like if you can stick to a particular day and time, then it makes it easier for the algorithm to push out your content, but also your audience to know when to show up for you, and so you can capture that viewership.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So I be listening.
You do.
Even though like I kind of get on your nerves, a lot about like you trying to tell me certain things. You're like, if you trying to get this lake house, you need to do this. You know what I mean? And
like, get you this lake house.
And I shit you not. I mean, I shouldn't have said that, but I'll just say it. Like, whenever she says stuff, like I'm listening to her, but like I have so many other things in the background going on, and she may think that like I'm just like, oh well, whatever. But I need to really hone in on being a better creator.
Yeah.
Which brings me to the older days. Now, me and Brittany have had several conversations about like the evolution of content creation.
Yeah.
I know when I started, like I didn't have the resources that a lot of people have. When I started, I had this burning sensation in my gut. And I was just like, man, I need to just get this information out.
Yeah, it be like that.
I had my iPhone 6.
I didn't even have that.
I know, right? We'll get to your story, because your story is probably worse than mine. Your story was like worse than mine.
And you still get on me about my outfit, but continue.
Yeah. I mean, we'll definitely talk about the hats and everything. But like, I had a stack of books and an iPhone 6. And if you look at like my older videos, like when I look at my older videos, I cringe.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh. And I'm like analyzing like the lighting, like I'm
all
like,
the things.
Yeah, all the things. I didn't have expensive lightings. I didn't have nothing like that. It was just, hey, everybody in Percy Robinson, we're gonna make, cauliflower bites. You know what I mean? Like it was that corny, but it was. I looked at it as like me going to learning and going to the next level. You know what I mean? Like when new content creators come, they have all these devices. They have
all
like
the things
everything that they need. So I feel that the creativity and the art of it is lost, because when you don't have all this stuff, you have to get creative of like how you're going to shoot your shots.
That's true.
When you started, I want you to go ahead and tell that story real quick, because this is just...
Yeah, when I started, I didn't even have any of my own devices. I think prior to me filming, I didn't have anything. I didn't even have a phone, because I was young. So YouTube came out, I was still in high school. And eventually I did get a sidekick, but that, the quality of that wasn't going to be good for no YouTube video. And so my sister had a Fisher-Price toy camera. It's the closest thing to HD I could get, and I used that. I didn't have a tripod. I didn't even know what a tripod was, so I don't know what to search for. So I ended up just stacking my college books. Well, at the time it was high school, so I was stacking up my library. You hear that? The berry.
I heard it, and I didn't correct you on that, but go ahead.
So I stacked up my library books, and then I filmed my videos. And then when I got into college, I was doing the same thing until I started to see money come from the channel, and that's when I was buying gear and stuff like that. But it was definitely a journey, cashing in bottles to buy equipment, cashing in bottles to buy materials for sewing tutorials, and then the need for people to see more videos, but not realizing that it cost me. So, they see all the following and think you're making so much money, but that wasn't what it was. And YouTube was different then. We didn't even have half of the stuff people have now. Before, we only had one way to make money. That was AdSense. Now you have over 10 different ways to make money internally on the platform.
No, so when you broke that down, like when we first met, this is how the conversation went, right? It wasn't like a hi, how you're doing, you know what I mean? Like it kind of was, but it wasn't. But how Brittany operates, and I love her for this, is she, without me even asking, she analyzed my page and a video, and she took a screenshot. And she's like, this is how you're going to make money. This is how you make. See that apron in the background?
Yeah,
you can tag that.
everything.
You can tag that. You can tag. And I can show you the actual. I think I have the actual
put
photo.
that on a screen.
Yeah. And it like blew my mind, because the way this young woman thought, I was just like, holy shit. Like, she's amazing. Like it's no wonder what you charge, because a lot of people don't think about like, beyond the AdSense. You know what I mean?
I like that.
Working beyond the AdSense, right? Even working with realtors, right? I tell them, I'm like, look, you can make a cool real estate video, no problem. But how are you going to make money after that, right?
Right.
To where you can say, oh, well, this couch, Amazon store. This lamp over here, Amazon store.
Amazon, IKEA, tag it all.
Yeah, and people are shopping online. You know what I mean? And this is all the stuff that you can tag, and this is the stuff that I learned from you.
Yeah.
As far as like, this is how you can make money, And like, again, that's why you charge what you charge, and you should, because you're gonna if they listen to you,
they're gonna make their money back.
Keyword, yeah. If they listen to
if they listen.
you know, they will make their money back tenfold. But here's a problem I see. And it goes back to whole content creator.
Okay.
I feel that people feel obligated, or I feel that they're entitled. They feel that they're entitled to, you know, making buku money because they made a video. You know what I mean?
I see that.
I feel that, oh, well, I made a video. Well, how come my video didn't make this much money? Because your video is terrible. It's terrible.
Tell me how it is.
I mean, I see, and I'm gonna be totally transparent. Like I'm the asshole of the group. So, and I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it. But if me being the way I am is going to make you a better creator, then I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna take out the kid gloves and be like, you know what, this is a great video.
No sugar coating.
Exactly.
Yeah. Just tell me how it is.
If you ask me and be like, hey, how does this video look? And I'm like, it's terrible. Then it's terrible. It's terrible. Like, I wouldn't watch it.
Yeah.
So, quick story. There was a young woman, I'm not going to mention her name, but she had put a post in in the group. You know, I think this was like probably almost a year ago. And it was a vlog. Right? And to me, the vlog was just like, it was just prolonged for no reason. Instead of like telling the story, you're just walking by and just doing like taking shots or whatever, instead of like actually planning out your shot to make the vlog be like, oh, I want to go to this place. By the end of the video, it was like 45 minutes.
Yeah, and that's a long video.
And I'm like,
that's a long video.
but I did give her notes.
You did, yeah.
And this is me taking the time to like analyze the video, what you should do, what you do.
Right.
And basically, you know, well, how can I fix this? Well, that's a consultation.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Sorry, but that's a consultation. Like, I'm not going to waste my time. I already spent 45 minutes of my time watching the video and then breaking it down. And then another whatever breaking it down. And then writing my whole monologue of like what you need to do.
Notes.
So
whole audit.
Yeah, it's people want to be great, but they don't want to invest in themselves to be great. You
That's
know.
True.
I can tell you there are so many times that I've watched my videos and I'm like, it's watching film.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what you're doing.
Yeah.
Like, okay, well, I don't need this. This is too long. I could cut this at this point. Where's the engagement dropping off? Et cetera, et cetera.
Right.
But a lot of people don't want to do that. They just want to post and be done with it.
Yeah.
Or how many times you hear this? I hate editing. Oh my God.
All the time. A lot of creators complain it is one of the most tedious part of content creation, but somebody got to do it. I think every creator should learn how to edit, because even if you hire people, at least you want to know what they're doing.
And you don't know what to look for.
Yeah, and you know how to direct them in the way how you want things to look. But when you don't know anything, I'm talking about you don't know nothing. It just makes it a lot harder.
So I have clients that I edit for.
Yeah.
And I think my most pet peeve is like when they give me no direction and I'm shooting in the dark. They're like, you know, just make it a video. I don't even, what does that even mean?
Yeah.
Right? But when I edit it to where like, I'm editing their shots, which I hate editing people's stuff that shoot their own stuff.
Yeah, I know how you are around that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because they're bad shooters. They're bad shooters. They don't shoot for the edit. They have shaky film.
Yeah.
Stuff is overexposed or underexposed. They don't know the difference between ISO. They don't know frame rates. They don't know any of that stuff. So you're giving me a jumble of crap.
Right.
And you expect it to be like a Nike commercial. I don't know where they do that at. And that's one of my pet peeves.
Yeah.
So when I sit down with a client, even if like when they're local, I'm like, look, it's better if I shoot it.
Yeah.
Because you don't know what you're doing. You don't.
Just don't.
Even if I coach you through it, you're still not gonna know.
Yeah, that's your specialty, you know.
It's just I just hate that. But back to, you know, having the least amount of resources when we started made us better creators with the new stuff.
I think so. I think, like you mentioned, when you have limited resources, I mean, we see it with people in different countries that don't have access to the stuff we do. They get really creative. They'll go in a trash bin and make something that can move. Like, what? Yeah, it's kind of crazy, but I do think with the whole use of AI and all those things, people think that they're becoming artists now around different areas like music and content creation. But it's like, it's not what it is anymore. Things have changed.
I'm glad you mentioned AI.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you mentioned AI. I think it's tricking people into thinking that they're better creators.
Oh, absolutely. And thinking they know everything because AI is feeding all this information, but half of the time it's wrong.
Right. It's kind of like that movie Limitless. I don't know.
I love that movie.
So remember that part in the movie where, like, you know, Bradley Cooper was the actor. So basically, like, he was already smart as it was. He was a writer. He did X, Y, and
all
Z.
those things.
So it enhances what you currently do. So, for instance, if I'm doing like a video and I want to do like put some AI into it,
Yeah.
I can put in, okay, well, I want this part to be shot in like 24 frames per second. I want the lens to be a 50 millimeter. I want it to be on a Canon, whatever model it is, right? Full frame, very detailed. So whatever you feed the AI, it's going to give you that image.
It's going to give it to you.
But if you don't know that terminology and how to talk to it, it's not going to give you the image that you want.
Yeah. And that's when you start to look like everybody else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody else is. And that's another thing. You watch a lot of content. Not just because you want to consume it, but it's
part of my business.
Yeah, it's part of your business. It's part of the study process of it. But I don't know if you notice it, but everyone's content looks the same.
Yeah, everybody just copying each other. It's easier to copy.
It is.
And then with all these tools, they make it easier to copy because they have trained the AI system to replicate what has already been created. So now you don't got to start from scratch.
Which I don't like. I really don't like it. I think.
Well, isn't that an advantage for you, though? If everybody looks the same, how can you stand out in a saturated industry?
I mean, it is.
Yeah.
Because
but I get it. Like, as consumers, you don't like it. But as a creator, I think this is the plus for us.
Well, even as a creator, like, I'm the type of person that I want everyone to win. I want everyone's stuff to look a certain way. I even get bummed out when, like, I see people, like, you know, using their microphones with the dead cat on top, and they're talking like this.
It bothers me so much.
Yeah, like I want to throw my phone through the wall.
And I always let them know, hey, you don't need that dead cat. They be like, what is that?
Like, what's a dead cat?
Yeah, they don't even know what it is. It's crazy.
So using equipment, they don't know what it does.
And then I think what's crazy is when there's people that are investing in these equipment and they're teaching how to use it and not using it properly. So now we are teaching other people how to use it improperly.
I think
off.
And I'm glad you said that because I hate when people say, like, yeah, I color graded my film. I mean, I'm like, bro.
Color grading and color correcting, they don't understand the difference.
Two different things.
Most people don't know how to do either or.
Well, that's why when clients are like, hey, you know, you mind if I get the raw footage?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'll give you the raw footage. And then it's like, why is there no color to it?
Yeah, they don't get it. They don't get it.
I'm like, because I shot it at a flat profile. What's a flat profile?
I don't know what that is.
You know what? Forget about it.
Nobody got time to explain all that.
No, they don't. They don't. That's why I feel that people need your program more than anything. Even if it's not like the full coaching.
Yeah.
Because I know the full coaching can be, you know.
Yeah, it's more hand holding, it's one-on-one, or focused solely on you.
I mean, and that's not a bad thing. I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
you know, starting off, you know, you may not have the bread for it, but like, you know, do what you got to do to get to that. But even with like the membership, you have people that are inside the membership. You ask a question, you get it answered. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, that's true.
You have other creators in there that's been there, done that. You have beginning creators, you have creators that are in the mid-level, and then you have creators like me that are top tier in the X. You know, I put myself in the top tier.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, that will answer those questions when I have time.
Yep.
Tip top, you know, when I have time, and that's free game. You know what I mean? And I like how you built this ecosystem to where like they can just get on and get this information. They can go on and look at courses. They can go on and get live teaching, like your live teaching co-working sessions, access to content homes. Like these are resources that you're going to need as a creator.
I agree 100%. I don't know anybody doing it like me.
No, at all.
Let's keep it 100. There's a lot of people who might have like memberships and maybe a brick and mortar, but we don't have like an actual brick and mortar. It's a residential space, and you're able to sleep here if you need to, and rent out the entire house if you need to as well. But for the most part, it's us coming together, and we're creating tons of content in a matter of hours. And in a matter of days, we done created a crap load of content.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, it's just having that support, the community, the space, the resources, and having the people that can help you get to the next level.
Even the equipment, like, you know, a big, I wouldn't say a big investment, but lighting is very important.
It's major.
So when you don't have the resources for the lighting, you come to the content home, there's lighting already here.
Yeah, and most of the time when people are coming to our home, they're traveling. Like you traveled. It's very, I wouldn't say rare. I would say probably about 40% or less are local. Most people travel out. They can go to any place in their area. But it's different when you come here because we're going to get you right. You know, you got Percy here. He going to get you right with the lights, the audio, help you with the video, all the things. Like even today when you showed Wanda how to do the balance on her. She didn't even know how to do the grid. And people are learning stuff like that, the basics of how to use your phone until you invest in a DSLR.
Yeah.
So it's just like, it's a lot. It's a lot to learn.
It is. It is a lot to learn, but you can learn it.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like I said, I know I'm not the most friendliest person in the world.
You're so nice. I feel like you're nicer than me, to be honest.
I know. But don't tell nobody.
I'm like, you're nicer than me.
I would say when it comes to content.
I'm like, excuse me. I know.
I would say when it comes to content, like.
I feel like you're nicer than me. I feel like when you are sharing feedback, it comes as genuine and it's like really nice. It doesn't sound like what you just said on this couch. Like you won't say it's trash. You won't use those words.
No.
But you always say it in a way where it's like, okay. But I feel like when I say stuff, my brain doesn't process it that quick to figure out alternative words to replace.
Well, see, that's
it's like no filter.
See that? So I work in a podcast studio in California, in the Bay Area, California. So like I'm always coming across content creators that have these particular, we have these particular conversations on like how their content can be better, what it is that they need to do. I mean, I should charge a consultation fee. A consultation fee. Did I say consolation?
You did.
Yeah. You should have corrected me on that one.
Nope. Library.
I should have charged a consultation because like, a lot of people come to me and they ask me like, how can I make my content better?
How to make it better.
A lot of people are just inside this box. What I notice. And as soon as they step foot outside the box, that's when they start panicking, being they're like, well, I don't know what else I can do. Like, when Wanda was like, okay, well, what kind of content can we make, right? And we just rattle off a bunch of things.
Of stuff. Oh my
like,
gosh.
You know what I mean?
That was a lot of stuff, like, girl.
And the reason why I knew is because I have a dope ass couple that Ben and Sarah. They're real estate.
Oh, they're agents.
Real estate agents, and they're military.
Oh, nice.
So like I gave them ideas about like the same thing I told Wanda. I was like, man, go to the local place, mom and pop's boss that's close to the location of where your house is at. Where you can be like, and turn that into a story.
Yeah. Make
people feel something like when they're, you know what I mean? Because people buy off of emotion.
They do.
So like just ideas like that. We think that people will know this, but they don't. You know what I mean? And that's not a them problem.
Yeah.
That's just, we just don't think about that stuff. We're just like, okay, we got to stay in our niche.
Most people don't think about the psychology of content creation and shoppable content too, in regards to buying stuff. But I think that's an area that most people should look into. I
think so too, especially like within your niche, like you've done a hell of a job even on Facebook with shoppable content.
I love Facebook.
When I know whenever you're like in a rut, you're like, you know what? I need to make some shoppable content.
I'm like, let me show you why you need this popcorn machine. And I give myself 30 seconds. It's like being a saleswoman on HSN.
Also, it's playing 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
It's 7 days a week. You know what I mean? Like look at it as a mini commercial. You know what I mean? But you're talking about your experience, and it's going 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So you're not constantly talking about it, and you have your link attached to it. Yeah,
and my process for 30-second clips are pretty simple. It's like why I like it, why you might like it, and why you should buy it. And then, of course, I mix in some storytelling in there, but I get to the point. Yeah. I don't drag it out.
I'm a slow burn kind of dude. You know what I mean? Like, I get my, my Barry White voice, you know what I'm saying?
Listen, people got a short attention span.
No, for real. But, like, I'm not selling to those. Like, I think I know. So I know the market that I'm selling to, and, like, they were in a position where I was in. You know what I mean? Like, when I was on a roll selling juicers, like I was just like, okay, we have an obesity problem. I'm a diabetic. There's a lot of diabetics in the nation. Yeah. This is how I even got to the point where like I was sitting at my computer and this thing has been in my shopping cart for months. Damn. You know what I mean? And I was trying to justify why I should buy this juicer. Right. And I looked myself in the mirror and I was like, how much is my health worth to me? You know what I mean? And then I said, it's priceless. Like, and then when I made this purchase or I made this investment, it totally changed my life. You know what I mean? Like using wordplay, it's the total truth, but it's the wordplay. Yeah. Purchase versus investment.
That's a good one.
So like things like that when you're sitting down, it's like, how can I talk to someone about this? It's like telling a friend, be like, dude, you need to check this out. I mean, you guys do it every single day. Oh, have you seen that movie on Netflix? Yeah. No, you gotta check it out. How much money did you make on that when your friend watched the movie on Netflix? $0. Yeah.
A lot of people do it. No, I think, you're right. I feel like mostly for you, your success come with long form.
Oh, yeah.
As far as sales. But I would be curious if you had a quicker hook with that increase your sales.
I got an idea for that, actually.
Really?
And I'm glad you asked me that. So I'm going to start doing more like holding the juice up in the air. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, have you tried this juice? And then get to the boom, boom, boom.
That's going to be fun.
That's the short form content. And I have
showing the finished product first.
Showing the finished product first and then jumping into it. Yep. Because like you said, like I'm trying to get to a different demographic. So I think that portion will work. And I've seen other people that do juicing content do that, or roll the montage or whatever, and then go to do and cut into the beat.
Yeah, you love.
Please cut to the beat. Like my pet peeve is like, you know what I mean? Like when you hear a song,
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, I'm gonna boom, 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 boom.
Only Percy.
You know what I mean? And then like, and then when the beat drops, it's the same frame. And I'm like, you had one job, bro. Like one job. I just, that's one of my pet peeves. It's like when people like don't cut
Edit
to the beat. Yeah.
Edit to the beat.
I posted this thing. I was like, I asked, well, I was sitting at my desk and I just, you know how I don't really like filming with my phone.
Yeah, I know.
So I had my phone propped up. I was like, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. And I just wanted, like, I asked the question. I was like, do you guys already have a song in mind? Mm-hmm. Or do you put the song after you get done editing?
Yeah.
You know, about, I would say 75% of the people said, well, I just put the song. And I'm like.
Are you talking about after?
Yeah, they put the song on after they.
I do too.
That's just crazy.
Because I might edit different depending on the flow. Like it may not look the same for every video. So after I watch it, after putting it all together, my song selection may change. I can't edit based off a song I chose. Now, I guess for you, it depends because are you talking about for shorts or long form?
Shorts and long form.
Yeah, no.
Because
I feel like with shorts, I sometimes do choose a sound. Like right now, like when we did our video with the Nerf guns, I already knew what song would work for that, but that's a short video.
Mm-hmm.
Long form, no. I'm not about to be choosing songs.
So here's my method to my madness on that. Like when I have a song in mind that sets the mood, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, I can shoot 10 different videos. I can shoot one video and edit it 10 different ways.
Yeah.
Because of the song.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if I want it to be like more like emotional pulling, that's when I can just draw this out, slow this down, move this around. I'm like kind of like Tom Cruise in Minority Report when he's going like this with the gloves. You know, I'm just like, you know, but.
Interesting. Yeah, that's definitely a method to your madness.
Yeah.
If we kind of look at the entertainment industry, they don't edit like that. They edit first, then put the music.
Yeah, and put the things in.
Yeah.
I guess I trained myself to where like I had to have the song in mind. Like when I did Jeremy's video for Quintessa, the winery, like I wanted the violins.
I mean, it makes sense. I think it could work either way. I know for me, like when we did our video, it was a long form. When we did our video on the green dress, and I wanted to represent like Black History Month, people who inspired me from like over 100 years ago. I already knew a song I was going to use, and I did edit to that. But it was based off the lyrics too, because it told the story of what I was trying to tell with my garments. Mm-hmm. But you know, it could just be different for different videos.
So do you think people should learn both ways, or?
I think people should try both ways and see what works best for them. Mm-hmm.
I can dig it.
Yeah.
I can dig it. Is there anything else that you wanted to add? You know what I mean? Any pet peeves you got going on?
I don't know if I have any. I mean, I have a whole list of stuff. I have a bone to pick with every platform. I feel like I mentioned earlier, I feel like people should have their credentials to be called a content creator. It's kind of like when you become a teacher and you teach at a high school, you can't just be calling yourself a teacher. You had to go through the training.
I think we're in an era where like everyone is self-proclaimed.
Yeah, you know for sure. Like doctor,
yeah.
Not like a doctor fashion, but like call me doctor with the DR dot. Like, yeah. Because people are getting their certificate because they are famous on social media. It's crazy. Yeah, kind of sickening actually, because I feel bad for the people who did get their PhDs and then, you know, they're doing something in that industry and not somebody who just went viral on IG. But that's a whole nother conversation. But yeah, I think there's a lot of things that I see. I'm hoping it would change. Like, for instance, I do believe, you know, social media changed my life, but I do feel that people don't know how to detach, and that's a problem for me. So sometimes if I'm out with friends or even family, they'd be at the dinner table, like just scrolling through social media, TikTok, And I'm like, yo, like, let's put the phones down and we could do that later because time is precious and you can't get time back. But I do feel like because social media has been created where people binge watch and they don't know how to like log off, there should be, I think social media platforms should treat their platform like a brick and mortar. Like, we're not going to be open every single day. Kind of like Chick-fil-A. They close on Sundays. Like,
People would lose their mind.
I need people to step outside and touch grass. I'm like, when was the last time you touched grass? They say grass. I don't even know what that is.
People would lose their mind. They would go crazy.
They would, honestly. But I feel like we need that because I be looking at the little kids nowadays and they're all being like babysat by their tablets and their little iPads. I remember when I was young, we were playing like, you know, hide and seek and playing basketball outside. People don't even play sports.
I can't even name
anymore.
The games that we were playing because I'll get canceled. So
he crazy.
yeah, I mean back when I was younger, you know what I mean? Like
back when I was younger. No, I do believe social media. We need to enjoy life more and kind of step back. And
more live in the moment.
Live in the moment, detach from devices, and learn how to enjoy other people's company.
I 100% agree with that. I've been stepping away. I wouldn't even say, like, because I don't really be on social media like that unless I'm posting. Mm-hmm. But even me, like, stepping away from the screen, like the editing screen, because I've been going crazy.
Yeah.
And I'm just sitting there just, I'm even having dreams of, like, editing.
Just
you
get
know what I mean?
back.
Like, it's just like, you know, stepping away from the screen is very healthy, you know?
It is, especially for your eyes.
Yeah. Have a plan, you know? I would suggest have a day of shooting, or have a day of planning, have a day of editing or shooting, and then have a day of editing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And
then batch and keep it moving. Because if you're spending like all your time editing, I know that's what the algorithm wants. You guys to put out dumb shit, you know what I mean? And not even creative. Like I just miss the days to where like when you logged on to like YouTube, like people were a lot more creative back then.
They were. I think people also lost the creativity and the true love for content creation when they let any and everybody monetize. And that I saw an influx of that during the pandemic. When they say, you get a car, I was like, oh, no.
Did.
So what happened was we started to see people copycat because it only made sense if that person made 10K off this video, let me replicate that and get my 10K. I got bills to pay too. So that's what a lot of people started doing. And for some people, it worked out for them. And then we're seeing a cycle of that. People just copy each other. It's just easy to copy than to be original nowadays.
I prefer original.
Me too, but I do believe when you copy, and it's not going to last for a long time. Eventually, you'll burn out. Nobody will watch you anymore. So you really got to have your own identity in the creator space.
I mean, how many times are we going to watch the same dance? Like, seriously.
Listen, it was kind of like...
I like them girls. I'm like, come on, bro. Like, the same dance, really? Yeah.
Oh, my God. I hate this.
Yeah.
I don't even know what this is. Like, what am I doing?
I can tell you, but like I'll get canceled. What I think it is, but it's stupid. It looks stupid.
Oh my God.
You look stupid doing it. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. I hate. Yeah, it's a lot.
All right, folks. As we wrap it up, I know Miss Brittany has things to do.
I sure do.
Empires to conquer.
Absolutely.
All that other good stuff. Where can people find you? Where can people sign up for the membership to where they can, you know, get firsthand from me? You know, because that's the selling point right there.
Yeah.
But where can they find you?
So they can find me on YouTube and all platforms by typing up Dr. Fashion. That's DOCTOR. And then fashion. And then also going to my website, which is Creator Lyfe. That's CreatorLyfe.com. You don't have to go straight into investing into our membership. Actually, you could just sign up to our website newsletter. And if what we put out resonate with you, definitely be a part of our community.
Dr. Fashion, baby. That was great. No. Anyways, I don't know what platform I'm going to put this on, but this is some great information. Like, I really like.
This is fun.
I'm happy I came here.
Me too.
It's always a good time when we come
Always.
together and
Tons of content.
and create.
Tons of content.
You know, and make sure you get a content buddy. You know what I mean? Someone that actually
to hold you accountable.
For real.
Yeah.
But anyways, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. And I want to thank each and every one of you guys for taking the time and watching this video. You guys could be anywhere in the world, but today you decided to be right here with us. And for that, we thank you. And in the meantime, and between time, holla at ya. Bye. Peace.